Hello, friends. Welcome into NBA Weekly. Let's get into some news and rumors around the NBA. First up, Harris, what's to do with this LeBron to the 76ers talk I keep hearing about?
It's a load of shenanigans because apparently he was in Philadelphia looking at high schools. This makes no sense because how could he have been looking at high schools during the All-Star break when he was in Los Angeles and flew back home to Cleveland? But when did he have time to do this?
Sounds like people are talking, though, Harris.
People are talking. We're giving this two heads. I don't understand how or why this became a rumor. Apparently, the 76ers broadcast came out and said, oh, he's visiting schools in Philadelphia. No, he did not visit any schools during the All-Star break. That is fake news. However, there are 3 billboards up in Cleveland, not in Philadelphia. They put them outside of the arena in Cleveland to try to entice LeBron to go to the 76ers. Savage move, by the way, by the Sixers fans. Now all we need some billboards to go up outside of OKC to send Paul George to the Lakers. We need him to go to New Orleans to send DeMarcus Cousins to the Lakers. All the billboards. I want every NBA billboard. Exactly.
That's the rule,
all
right?
of them. And now we have the Reddit guy putting up, billboards for Serena Williams. Billboards are all the rage, Tom. This is great. We need a Chat Sports billboard.
What year is it, though?
What?
Do people still advertise on billboards?
Apparently so.
Okay.
It's beautiful. We have a movie about billboards. LeBron's on billboards. It's wonderful. Billboards for everyone.
Quick thought, where does LeBron end up next year?
At this point, it might just be Cleveland. He might just have to grit his teeth and be like, all right, to go play with Derrick Gilbert for another year. He might go back to Cleveland. But unless Ben Simmons develops a jump shot, he might actually go to Philadelphia. It could be fun.
All right, folks. I'm Tom Downey. Alongside me is Harris Rubenstein. We're taking you through all the latest NBA rumors, plus some MVP power rankings coming up later on in the show. You saw the crying Jordans on your screen in terms of the rumors. Here's what they mean, Harris. What's that first one mean?
Well, it's a Mutombo finger wag. It's no. It's get that junk out of here. It's fake news. Thank you very much.
1 crying Jordan is equals a small shred of truth. 2 crying Jordans means that people are talking. 3, it means it's pretty likely. It's not quite confirmed, but it seems that way. And then 4 is bang. It's good.
Bang. It's Mike Breen. If you're an NBA fan, you know what bang means. It's for real. It's happening.
All right, last time we were on the show, we discussed Kawhi Leonard. We have an update for you. Is he going to return in March, Harris?
Yes, he is, or reportedly so. We're only
likely.
We're going to give it 3 heads for now. I'm getting a little excited because Kawhi Leonard might be coming back to the court. But until he officially comes back, we can't say it's 4. But we'll keep it 3 for now. He has resumed working with the team. Danny Green told everyone that Kawhi told him that he said he'll be back. But Popovich last week said that he didn't expect Kawhi to return this season. So maybe Kawhi heard the message. Just goes to show you, Greg Popovich, even when you don't expect it, is the best coach in the NBA.
So sounds like things are back the way they're supposed to be for the Spurs.
Well, I don't know
Maybe?
yet. We'll see.
Okay.
I think the tiff between Kawhi and the Spurs is real, but for now, it seems like he might play this year. And if he does play this year, the Spurs definitely have a title shot.
Well, let's talk coaches here for our next rumor. Is Doc Rivers going to head to the Knicks?
I think you mean return to the Knicks because he did play for the New York Knicks in the 1992 to 1996 season, which glorious time for the New York Knicks. But no, Doc Rivers is not going to the Knicks. We're going to give this 1 head. He's not going to leave the Clippers. B, if he does, why would he go to the Knicks? C, it doesn't really make at all that much sense anyway. He's going to be super expensive. But if he does, I actually think he would bring Mike Woodson with him, which would make the move a lot better for Knicks fans. He was a highly successful coach for the Knicks. It was a little ironic. He won 54 games with them back in, I believe it was, 2011, the old Melo J.R. Smith team. So, look, I think this could be a really good move for the Knicks, but Doc Rivers isn't going to go to the Knicks. He gets paid $10 million a year for the Clippers.
Because GM Doc is a high fan of head coaching Doc's ability.
He is no longer GM Doc, though. He got replaced by Lawrence Franks.
Maybe he's not going to be head coach Doc.
Oh,
there you go. All right, let's get to our next rumor here. Stick with the coaching side of things. How about David Fizdale to the Lakers? Harris,
please.
You buy this a little bit more than I do.
I buy this so much. I wanted to give this one 3 crying Jordan heads, but you enticed me to put it down to 2.
Because it's firmly people are talking.
It is a rumor, fine. It is in the rumor category, but I think this would be the perfect move. This would be like going from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr. Going from Luke Walton to David Fizdale is an enormous upgrade.
I happen to like Luke Walton, but that's just
why?
me.
He hasn't done anything.
Pretty darn good with the Warriors. And it's not like this Lakers team is good.
Whoa,
they're not a good team,
you
Harris.
could coach the Warriors to a 20-game
challenge
streak.
accepted.
Go ahead. They can hire you off the broadcast. Look, David Fizdale would be an incredible coach for the Lakers. He was done so dirty by the Memphis Grizzlies.
I know that. I
shenanigans.
And
also needs to be noted that LeBron James loves David Fizdale. And there was a rumor when, obviously when David Blatt left and Tyronn Lue coming in, that if Fizdale was an option at the time, he wasn't. He was becoming the head coach of the Grizz that season, that he would have become the head coach of the Cavs if the timing was right, but didn't happen. Then he gets fired. LeBron sends out a tweet. So watch out for the connection between LeBron and Fizdale. I think it's there.
All right, let's get to our next rumor then. How about Corey Brewer heading to the OKC Thunder, Harris?
Real impact player this year. No, he's not. He's absolutely terrible. We're going to give this one 4 heads because he is going to OKC, reuniting with his old Florida coach, Billy Donovan. He has been so absurdly terrible this year. If you're getting waived from the Lakers, you know that you're terrible. He's been horrible this year. His player efficiency rating, or his PER as it's more likely known, is 8.9, which, if you want a little reference
out of 10, right?
James Harden's is above 30. Which just
so not out of 10.
No, not out of 10. It's actually just not even close to 10. So he's terrible. He's not going to make an impact on this team at all. The only reason he's probably going to the Thunder is because he wants to go play for Billy Donovan again. Besides that, it's Corey Brewer.
And they did need swing guard help, though, with Andre Roberson out.
Yes, they needed defense, but I don't really know how much Corey Brewer is going to help you on that end.
Fair enough. All right, we'll stick with some player signings here. How about Ersan Ilyasova? Where's he going?
Well, you know what? This is ironic because the last time we had NBA Weekly, I told the Hawks that they needed to cut Ersan Ilyasova to start John Collins, and guess what happened, Tom? They did exactly that. For Jordan Heads, he is going to the 76ers. Harris is right. He is having a nice season.
Not giving you a cookie.
Fine, I don't want a cookie, but I do think that it's actually a good signing for the 76ers. I think another stretch 3 would be really nice for them. 11 points per game, couple rebounds here and there. He'll be a nice player off the bench. Certainly do more for them than Trevor Booker ever did. That was a really weird trade. They just dumped Nick Stauskas for Trevor Booker, who never ended up playing for them for that many games. So Ersan coming back to Philly, nice signing. Will be a good bench player for the playoffs.
3 more rumors left for you guys. Next up, Harris, did the NBA warn teams about tanking?
They did, and they also took a shot at an owner. So they fined Mark Cuban. So we're giving this one 4 Jordan Heads because they fined Mark Cuban $600,000 for not proving that he tanked, for talking about tanking. $600,000. Now, if you ask me, it was probably a twofer for the whole, sexual assault allegations going on in the Mavericks building for 20 years, along with the tanking comments, but they'll never be able to get that on paper. But look, Adam Silver is right. He said, quote, tanking is no place in our game, and he's correct. I'm tired of this tanking stuff.
I disagree.
Oh, come on.
I am pro-tanking.
Oh, why?
Because there is no spot worse to be in the NBA than average.
I'm pro.
That's the death knell.
I'm pro playing your bad players in order to have a worse record, like what the Bulls are doing.
Wait.
No. Let me explain. If you're, for instance, you could be the Lakers and sign Luol Deng to a horrible contract and play him for 2 years in order to get a worse draft pick. Or you can be the Bulls and start a starting lineup that it currently has the average age of 23 years old. So they're bad anyway because they're all young players, but they're developing their good players that are young. The Hawks have nobody, and they're just throwing out horrible players on an average basis. They didn't even trade Marco Bellinelli. So tank with a purpose is basically what I'm saying.
Everything you just said is that you're pro-tanking.
Tanking is what the Kings are doing by signing horrible veterans and just throwing them out there instead of starting young players.
That's what we said about Luol Deng.
No. There's a difference between good tanking and bad tanking, and I think Adam Silver is showing the league that bad tanking will not be tolerated.
If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck, and it sounds like you're pro-tanking to me. But we'll keep it rolling here, Harris. LeBron James averaging a triple-double?
He did average a triple-double. He averaged a triple-double in the entire month of February, which, it was cut off by the All-Star break, but I'm not going to try to take that away from him. That's just incredible. I know last year Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double all season long, but it didn't matter because the Thunder weren't exactly what I call a world beater in terms of a team. But this Cavs team's been playing a little bit better, and he's been incredible in the entire month of February. But also, it needs to be pointed out that the bigger part of this story, LeBron James has become the only player with 30,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, and 8,000 assists. Before him, only 4 players had ever even come close to that number. Only 4 players have 30,000 points along with 4,000 rebounds and 4,000 assists. So This is an absolutely outrageous statistic. And you know what? All the people getting on LeBron for him coming out and saying, oh, the league has never seen a player like me before. He's right. We statistically have never seen a player like him before. Keep talking the talk, LeBron. I'm all about it. Mind you, he still has 5 years of NBA basketball left.
At least.
I don't even want to know what his stats are going to look like.
They're going to be so really good. I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait. All right, one more rumor here for you guys. Is Derrick Rose's NBA career over?
No, it is not.
But the people are most certainly talking about it.
They are talking. We're giving this one to crying Jordans, mostly because I think the entire NBA is crying over this. It's so sad. It really is so sad. He won the MVP back in 2010, 2011, and just ever since, injuries, and then now he's a complete shell of himself. He's only being offered 10-day contracts. But I'll say this, Tom. Someone this offseason is going to give him a 1-year deal to see if he has anything left in the tank. 100% will. He'll take the offseason. He'll work out. You'll get his media crony saying he's in the best shape of his life.
Well, that's every year for every player.
Exactly. But we're going to get a Derrick Rose best shape of our life offseason tweet, and he's going to get signed to a 1-year deal. So, yes, I do think Derrick Rose will play in the NBA again.
It's a little sad how far Derrick Rose has fallen.
It might be.
Maybe not even a little.
It might be one of the saddest stories of any all-time great NBA player, maybe ever. Like it's horrifying. One of the most explosive players in NBA history, at least the year that he won MVP. He ran away with it. One of the most exciting players, and then just totally crashed and burned. Those Derrick Rose Bulls teams, were probably the only chance of any Eastern Conference team to ever actually take down LeBron's Heat. The Pacers tried like four times and totally failed. The Bulls actually had a chance to do it if D-Rose stayed healthy, but it just never worked out. I blame you, Tom Thibodeau. You played him too many minutes.